This is the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max pool cleaning robot. The robot has a really modern and solid design with smooth lines, and honestly, it feels pretty hefty right out of the box. It's not some lightweight gadget. This one actually feels sturdy and well built, which gives off a pretty good first impression. I want to share my actual experience using it and why I think it's a great choice for pool owners who hate spending too much time or effort cleaning. From my experience as a pool owner, pool cleaning can be a real hassle, especially with all the dust, leaves, and random things that fall into the pool every day. I used to spend at least an hour just vacuuming the floor or clearing out the skimmer basket, and honestly, it's something I dreaded. So when I got my hands on the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max, I was curious, but also a bit skeptical. I just wasn't sure a robot could actually keep the pool spotless like I wanted. Those were basically my first thoughts before I even put the robot into the water. The key features that stood out to me immediately were the powerful suction, smart mapping, and the fact that everything on this unit is cordless. This means way less hassle, especially if you're tired of fighting with tangled cords or the risk of someone tripping over them. With the X1 Pro Max, I just charge it up on the dock, set it up, and drop it in the pool. The wireless charging dock is easy to assemble, and I didn't need any special skills or tools. I just followed the pictures in the quick start guide. The product is also not huge. It's about 17 by 12 by 20 inches, so it doesn't hog space if you need to store it when not in use. Now, let's talk about what it actually does once it's in the pool. Once you power it up, which is as simple as holding down the button on the top, you get a few cleaning modes to choose from: Eco, Auto, and Max. Eco mode is all about saving battery and doing a lighter clean, while Max is serious about scrubbing everything, sucking in debris, and getting into corners. I always start with Auto to let the robot decide what's best, but it's really nice to have options. Manual mode is there if I want to control exactly what it does through the app. Speaking of the app, this is probably one of my favorite parts. I think a lot of people, especially those who aren't super into tech, might be worried they won't be able to figure out the app. But honestly, syncing was super easy for me. It took just a few minutes. The app gives me full control over cleaning modes, and I can even see the robot's cleaning history, schedule future cleans, and get notified about software updates if there's anything new to improve performance. And even if I'm not using the app, all the main controls are on the device itself. What really sets the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max apart for me is the way it maps the pool. I used to wonder if a robot could really cover the entire bottom, walls, and especially the waterline, which is always a pain to scrub by hand. The Scuba X1 Pro Max uses smart sensors, 40 of them, by the way, and some advanced mapping tech called FlexiPath 2.0 and Omnisense Plus 2.0. These help the robot learn the exact shape, size, and layout of the pool, so it gets to every part, no matter how weird or sloped your pool might be. The first time I set it up, it took a couple of minutes to learn my pool, and then it was off, cleaning in an organized path rather than just bumping around randomly. The power is super impressive. It claims a maximum suction of 8,500 gallons per hour. For anyone not familiar with GPH, that just means the volume of water it cleans each hour, and 8,500 is really strong. You can actually see it picking up everything: leaves, dirt, even small twigs or flowers that blow into the water. The double filtration system is a nice touch too. The filters are easy to remove and rinse. And I always appreciate that I don't have to buy anything special or replace filters constantly. Now, let's get to battery life. The official specs promise up to 15 hours, but I usually get a bit over 10 on max mode, which is still much longer than most pool robots I've tried. For me, this means I can clean the pool multiple times before needing to recharge. Setting it on Eco gets you even more. It's one less thing to worry about. I'm not constantly running back and forth checking if the robot needs a charge. There are some clever details too, like the smart surface parking. When it's done cleaning or runs low on power, the robot parks itself at the water edge so you can pull it out easily. No more fishing around the middle of the pool. Just hook it, and you're done. I do have to be honest though, because not everything is perfect. From my experience, sometimes after a cleaning cycle, there are still a couple of spots that the robot misses, especially corners or oddly shaped edges. I also noticed that every once in a while, the robot kind of floats and just chills at the top of the water, not really doing anything. Usually this means it's in the wrong mode, or the filter needs a quick clean, but it's a bit annoying when I want a flawless clean without checking on it. After using the robot about 4 weeks, I haven't had any issues with durability or the build, but I did read a few people mentioning problems after a month, so I'm keeping an eye on that. In my opinion, the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max is perfect for pool owners who want to save time and not have to micromanage their pool cleaning. If you have a big pool, or you often get a lot of debris, this robot handles pretty much everything. Floors, walls, water lines, and even acts as a surface skimmer. Because the controls are mostly automatic with some app support, you don't need to be a tech genius. Just download the app, follow the instructions, and you're pretty much set. From my experience, it's one of the few robots that actually covers every part of the pool, minus those occasional missed spots, which I can fix by quickly running it again. I'd recommend this for anyone tired of using manual vacuums or who finds it hard to keep up with regular skimming and scrubbing. The cost is definitely an investment, but I think it's worth it for the convenience and the amount of time saved each week. Plus, my pool just looks better. No more dirt rings around the waterline or leaves floating on top, and the water feels cleaner overall. In conclusion, if you're looking for a reliable, smart, and powerful help to keep your pool clean without spending all your weekends doing it yourself, the Aiper Scuba X1 Pro Max is a strong pick. Sure, it has a couple of minor quirks, but overall the cleaning experience is very satisfying, especially if you use the app and keep the filters clean. It works, it's easy, and it actually makes pool ownership feel way less stressful. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your thoughts or any questions you might have. Thank you for watching.